The Continental Energy and Infrastructure Investment Forum is taking place in Johannesburg. The forum is a Pan-African trade investment and economic development platform. Let's cross to SABC News' Nompumelelo Siziba. She's there and get the latest from her. Nompumelelo, good morning.
Thanks very much, Leanne. We are here at the Continental Energy and Infrastructure Investment Forum at the DBSA in Midrand. And this is where, of course, a number of players, stakeholders are going to be participating, government, development finance institutions like the DBSA, that is the Development Bank of Southern Africa, as well as investors and exporters, among others. And they're gathering here, of course, to deal with the infrastructure gap. And I'm joined now by a DBSA official, Mr. Nompumelelo. He's the Group Executive for Coverage and Origination at DBSA, to give us a sense of what this is all about. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us about what this forum meeting is all about and the role that DBSA is going to be playing. We know that infrastructure is key and there are issues of project preparation and so on and so forth. So tell us about how you're going to be involved and what we can expect for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I think what is key to mention is that we've got quite significant infrastructure needs on the continent. You know, conversations of this nature are needed. So it's all about partnerships. It's all about smart partnerships, us gathering together in order to accelerate infrastructure development on the continent. You know, you spoke about project preparation, which is quite key. We all have these strategic priorities when it comes to infrastructure, but a lot of the projects are underdeveloped. They are not at a stage where they can be investable, you know, attracting capital. So we are here, gathered here to say, how can we then accelerate those infrastructure projects to reach a bankable feasibility stage? And now we know critical minerals, for example, there's a high demand, global demand for critical minerals, so we're coming to speak about that. We're coming to speak about regional integration as well.
And just in terms of the issues of the SME sector, localization and so on and so forth, how do you ensure that you embed the investments that are taking place where you're involved to ensure that those people and localization is prioritized?
I think that's quite a key question. You know, it's a question that we always ponder on as the DBSA. You know, infrastructure is quite a... You know, infrastructure projects need quite a lot of significant capital. SMMEs feel that they are not part of this infrastructure play. So what we've said is, on our side, how do we leverage infrastructure, the infrastructure needs, these infrastructure projects, in order to ensure that we industrialize, in order to ensure that SMMEs do participate across the entire value chain. So every infrastructure project needs the nuts and the bolts, the small items. It needs civil works, so it's about involving these SMMEs across the entire value chain when we are building these infrastructure projects. But we need to be intentional about involving these SMMEs from a localization point of view. We need to manufacture components that are required for these infrastructure projects to make sure that, you know, they get involved. They are not left out.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nompumelelo, for your time there and just giving us a sense of what this forum is going to be all about. As I said, we're here at the Continental Energy and Infrastructure Investment Forum, where a number of players are going to be gathering to discuss how they can fill in the gaps in the infrastructure hurdles that we have. We know that the continent needs several billion of rands. I think maybe it needs about $800 billion per annum to actually plug the gaps. And this is just one effort in getting to that. With that, it's back to you in studio.